one of the fastest military aircraft ever built, the first terror of the entire Western world, born with a mission to destroy any type of aircraft, even if the plane was never born. It was the MiG-25, the Soviet Union's worst nightmare for the US. During the Cold War, the West was shocked to hear that the Soviet Union had created the MiG-25, a new type of aircraft that was said to be versatile, extremely powerful, and dominated the sky. Western industrial intelligence was hungry for information about the new Soviet plane. MiG-25 was discussed by the West at that time as an undecipherable monster. The fear of the MiG-25 was such that modern aircraft, such as the Blackbird SR-71, did not dare to enter Soviet airspace. It was amazing when the gift fell from the sky. A MiG-25 appeared in the sky over Japan, landing at Hokkaido Airport on the island of Hokkaido. It was September 6, 1976. No one had seen this monster before. It was a twin-engine jet aircraft with a large range, many superior features, and more engineering than the aircraft of that time. Mikoyan Shurevich MiG-25, also known as Foxbat, is a supersonic interceptor and reconnaissance aircraft developed by the Soviet Union in the early 1960s. In 1964, the awesome Soviet aircraft made its first flight to the sky. The arrival of the Soviet interceptor at maximum speed near Mach 3 was an unpleasant surprise for the Americans. As a result, the US Congress held an extraordinary session, which decided to accelerate the progress of projects F-14 and F-15. Visually, the new interceptor was designed with a twin vertical tail fins mounted outside of each engine's position. Two horizontal planes sweep backwards. Due to the high speed and the maximum takeoff weight, the interceptor was designed with two engines installed side by side at the rear. The airframe has a characteristic square shape. Air intakes are located on both sides of the cockpit, with sharp angles that match the aerodynamic design to accept air flow from the sides of the nose assembly. The wings are arranged in a monoplane style along the air intakes, swept sharply along their leading edges. The horizontal stabilizers are arranged below the main wings and are similarly square back. The cockpit is located behind a sharp nose. The pilot sits in a simple, heat-resistant two-piece canopy. His look-down capability is limited by the nose too long. MiG-25 is equipped with a pair of Tomansky R-15B300 afterburning turbojet engines, producing 73.5 kN dry thrust and up to 100.1 kN with afterburner. Foxbat can reach a maximum speed of 3,000 km per hour at high altitude, equivalent to Mach 2.83. At low altitudes, it can also reach speeds of 1,100 km per hour. The range of the interceptor is 1,860 km at Mach 0.9 and decreases to 1,630 km if operating at Mach 2.35. The fatal range is 2,575 km. The surface ceiling is over 20,000 meters and a rate of climb of 208 meters per second. The MiG-25 seems to be born to create records. First of all, for its amazing speed and altitude difference. Many world records have been set in future trials and production of fighters. In total, Soviet test pilots set 38 world aviation records. Regarding weapons, the MiG-25 can carry air-to-air missiles including R-40, R-23, R-60, and R-73. MiG-25 is equipped with a smart A radar that can guide R-40 air-to-air missiles to hit targets at distances up to 65 kilometers. The new Soviet interceptor was born at the time of the military conflict between Egypt and Israel from 1967 to 1970. In Egypt, MiG-25R and MiG-25RB were put into combat. The MiG-25RB was the most modern reconnaissance bomber at that time. In addition to scouting by taking photos and radio information, the MiG-25RB can also bomb enemy ground targets. According to the announcement on the official website of the MiG Group, the concept of a reconnaissance bomber complex was first introduced in the Soviet Union, was referring to the MiG-25RB and its subsequent models. This concept was many years ahead of its time, and it was not until the late 20th century that it became popular in the world's military aviation. Soviet aircraft tests in Egypt took place between October 1971 and March 1972. During this time, the Soviet MiG-25 conducted reconnaissance flights on the Sinai Peninsula, occupied by the Israeli army. For a long time, the Israeli military could not identify what kind of aircraft appeared in Egypt. They gave them different names like MiG-21 Alpha or X-500. One of the most humiliating betrayals in Soviet history is related to the MiG-25. In September 1976, Lieutenant Viktor Blanko defected to Japan in a MiG-25. The interceptor was later dismantled and handed over to American experts for research before it was returned to the Soviet Union. The secrets were exposed to potential enemies. MiG-25 was quickly upgraded and replaced the equipment. The secret was revealed. The Soviet Union immediately cancelled the plan to produce 1,200 more MiG-25s. The pressure on the Cold War made the arms race in the Air Force to a new level. The US released the improved F-15, causing the Soviet Union to quickly produce the Su-27. The advantages on the MiG-25 were inherited on a new design, the MiG-31, equipped with sophisticated sensors, powerful radar, and better engines.